Hey everyone, good morning. Saagar, what are we up to today?
Happy Tuesday, everybody. We've got Mike Lillis from The Hill to tell us about Elizabeth Warren. She's raising some eyebrows with some interesting congressional endorsements. Former U.S. mission in Afghanistan to talk about that potential peace deal, which is now dead, according to President Trump. And then Gilad Edelman to talk about an interesting piece about the changing attitudes on technology from the right and the left and whether that sector has the government coming after them. All of that coming up today on Rising.
So, Saagar, what are you looking at?
Senator Kamala Harris wants you to believe that she's awfully hard of hearing. Over the weekend, the California senator got herself into hot water after video surfaced of her laughing after a supporter called President Donald Trump, quote, mentally retarded. Not only did she laugh, but she even complimented the supporter on their choice of words in an incident that is clear as day. Just take a listen.
What are you going to do in the next 1 year to diminish the mentally retarded action of this guy?
Well said. Well said.
After a round of criticism, the senator tried to say Saturday that, quote, I didn't hear the words the man used in that moment, but if I had, I would have stopped and corrected him. As Peter Hassan of the Daily Caller points out, this is the third time that Harris has tried to use this laughably false excuse. Let's not forget, this is the same person who raised her hand when she was asked if she supported abolishing private insurance at the presidential debates in June, only to say that she misheard the question and that she thought that the moderators meant that if she was willing to give up her own private health insurance. Sure. Before that, when CNN's Jake Tapper asked her a question during a January town hall regarding stricter scrutiny of police shootings, she dodged, saying that as Attorney General, she made it a practice of not weighing in on bills that concern the matter. Washington Post fact-checker analysis found, however, that the claim was absolutely false, though they withheld judgment, because she admitted an error with an excuse that you may find familiar. You guessed it. She misheard the question. Over and over again, she tries to seduce the progressive wing of the Democratic Party with bold pronouncements on stage until she realizes that it's just a bit too far for the consultants, so she tries to split the difference. How else do you explain Medicare for all who want it and some of her other anodyne proposals? Kamala Harris is an obvious poll-tested fraud, and people are starting to take notice. Recent poll after recent poll shows the Democratic race narrowing down to 3 candidates: Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Joe Biden. It's worth noting that in this race, there are basically 2 flavors of progressivism and then a call back to yesteryear. It's no wonder that somebody trying to split the difference, like Harris, is floundering. Harris's own campaign is acknowledging a summer slump in the state of New Hampshire, where she's getting beat by Pete Buttigieg. I, for one, am excited to see what poll-tested, T-shirt-ready response that she's going to have ready for any of the candidates on the stage as she tries to replicate one of the one moment in the sun during her first debate. Ask yourself this simple question for a presidential candidate. Why are they running for president? For most, it's actually pretty easy. Trump, he has Keep America Great. Joe Biden, Obama 2.0. Bernie Sanders, political revolution. Elizabeth Warren, economic justice. Kamala Harris? I'm going to let you decide. In the meantime, I want everyone to turn their volume up during this debate. We want to have it extra loud, probably at 100%, so we can make sure we don't mishear whatever prevarication that she has prepared for us next.
Amazing. These moments on the trail that are unscripted are so incredibly telling. When you think about John McCain, when that woman stood up and, said Barack Obama's a Muslim, and he said, no, we're not going to go there. Bernie Sanders, when someone was talking about, one of the Koch brothers passing away, he said, we don't need to cheer the death. Right? In those moments, you really see who the candidates are when they're not scripted, when they don't have all their talking points prepared. And in something like this, look, that word is not acceptable. It's offensive. And I know Kamala Harris knows that. So to just laugh and joke along, it's not okay.
Yeah, she's always trying to split the difference, and people can tell.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up on Rising, Congress is back. They've got a lot on their agenda, but not a lot of time to accomplish it.
The Hill senior reporter Mike Lillis, he explains what they hope to achieve in the next 40 days when Rising continues.